What's up everyone and welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV. Today let's get started with Mudryk scores stunning solo goal for Ukraine. He was unstoppable. Chelsea star Mudryk scored a stunning solo goal for Ukraine on Tuesday night. Ukraine were in action against Malta as they looked to keep their hopes of qualifying for Euro 2024 alive. However, they were shocked by the home side after Paul Mbonk scored in the 12th minute. An own goal from Ryan Kamenzuli plus goals from Artem Dovik and Mudryk sealed an important 3-1 win for Sergei Rebruv's side. In the 85th minute, Mudryk produced something out of the very top drawer to secure all 3 points for his team. The Chelsea man dribbled his way past multiple players before unleashing an unstoppable effort into the back of the net. Mudryk has had a tough start to life at Stamford Bridge after his big money move from Ukrainian side Shakhtar Donetsk back in January. The winger endured a tough start with Chelsea as they struggled under the likes of Graham Potter and Frank Lampard. Earlier this month, Mudryk scored his first competitive goal for Chelsea after netting in a 2-0 Premier League win against London rivals Fulham. Chelsea have set their sights on emerging youngster Mason Melia, who's a prospect playing for St Patrick's Athletic. That is according to a report from Team Talk. The teenage striker is now playing first-team football for Irish club St Patrick's Athletic, scoring 3 goals in his first 9 senior appearances. He's a goal machine for Republic of Ireland's under-17s international side, too. Team Talk's report says that Chelsea, Manchester City and Manchester United all have their eyes on Melia. It is understood that the Premier League trio all view the young talent as a potential future star, so they want to steal a march on their rivals by pursuing his signature before a race hots up. The report describes the teenage centre-forward as one of the most exciting young talents in Europe. In addition, Chelsea and Man City have both previously had Melia on trial. In fairness, this strategy would be very much in keeping with Chelsea's tactics since the change of ownership. The Blues have gone across the globe to sign some of the most highly rated youngsters in the sport in the hope they uncover a few gems. Chelsea target now refusing to play and wants to leave. Wilfried Gnonto is now refusing to play for Leeds United and wants to leave, following claims that Chelsea are interested. That is according to Sky Sports. According to TalkSport, Chelsea are huge fans of the Italy international and hold a genuine interest in bringing him to Stamford Bridge. Everton have pushed hardest to sign Gnonto this summer, but Leeds United have rejected all approaches for the 19-year-old so far. Now, however, the teenager has taken matters into his own hands. Sky Sports believe Gnonto made himself unavailable as Leeds United recorded a 2-1 win over Shrewsbury in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. After being left upset by the club's refusal to sell him, the Leeds United number 29 played 82 minutes of the 2-2 draw against Cardiff on last Sunday, but he has now appeared to have had enough of life in the Championship just days into the 2023-24 campaign. In our view, Chelsea need to take advantage of this situation. It is too good to ignore. Gnonto is a young talent who could develop into one of Europe's best players, which should interest Todd Boehly, who has made a habit of poaching the best prospects from around the globe. However, the Italian is also capable of helping Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino now, something he proved in the Premier League last season. Gnonto took England's top flight by storm in what was his debut campaign in the Premier League, which speaks volumes about the level of his ability. Furthermore, after Christopher Nkunku was ruled out for up to 4 months with a knee injury, the need for a new forward has only increased. Chelsea view on Ian Maatsen future. As per Football, London, the future of Ian Maatsen is far from assured at Chelsea, as the Blues still view him as expendable. The Dutchman has 1 year left on his contract, transfermarkt, and if he fails to renew his deal, they might be pushed to sell him in January. Chelsea came close to selling the 21-year-old to Burnley last summer and also accepted an offer only for the left-back to turn down the move. However, so far, Maatsen has shown no signs of renewing his contract, and Chelsea certainly don't want to lose him for free. So either they will try to extend his deal or sell him in January. Meanwhile, the Dutchman's game time has been decent at Chelsea, and he has mainly appeared as a substitute, operating on the left flank. He might play a key role under Mauricio Pochettino given the injury to Ben Chilwell, but for the time being, it's unclear how long he'll remain at Chelsea. The only possibility, if he wants to stay at Stamford Bridge, is to sign a new contract. He could also be shifted to his natural position if Ben Chilwell remains injured. So far, Levi Colwill has occupied that space, but once the entire squad is fit, we might see a change in the system of the Argentine manager. Maatsen shouldn't think twice before signing a new deal knowing he turned down Burnley's offer to remain at Chelsea. Although veteran players will undoubtedly be preferred over him because he is young and Pochettino wants more experienced players in the squad who have already played in Premier League. He has an incredible amount of talent, and has time on his hands to develop into a top player. Whether it be at Chelsea or elsewhere, MAATSEN certainly has enough potential to be a star man. MAATSEN's presence gives the team more depth, as he can fill in on the flanks and as a left back when required. Hopefully, he will consider signing a new contract because if he doesn't, Chelsea forced to sell him during the winter transfer window. Kendry Poise has completed rare feat at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea talent Kendry Poise is already showing that he has a huge potential and great promise after journalist Paul Brown has told GiveMeSport what the future holds for the teenager at Stamford Bridge. The Blues struck a deal for Poise during the summer transfer window, when new boss Mauricio Pochettino spent more than £400 million on fresh faces as he looked to make his mark in West London. Poise has not even kicked a ball in a Chelsea shirt since a deal worth just over £17 million was agreed with Independiente del Valle, according to Sky Sports, but he has given a glimpse of what he will bring to Pochettino's side during the international break. That is because the 16-year-old wrote his name into the history books when he became the youngest South American to score in a World Cup qualifier last week, thanks to netting for Ecuador in a 2-1 win over Bolivia. Pinpoint pass from Moises Caicedo, who shattered the British transfer record when he sealed a £115 million switch to Chelsea from Brighton Hove Albion during the final weeks of the summer transfer window, allowed Poise to race through on goal before firing Ecuador into the lead, with a composed finish on the stroke of half-time in La Paz, despite hitting the headlines ahead of Pochettino's side returning to Premier League action by taking on Arsenal this weekend. The Argentinian tactician will be unable to call upon the attacking midfielder until 2025 as the deal agreed with Independiente del Valle involved him remaining with the Ecuadorian outfit for 2 more seasons as he continues his development. Poise's eventual move to West London was rubber-stamped after Sky Sports reporter Domesh Sheth told GiveMeSport that a deal was close to being struck during the final days of last season, with him matching the transfer policy of buying up-and-coming talent. The teenage sensation has made 21 appearances in an Independiente del Valle shirt, scoring 2 goals and registering a further assist along the way. Having come through the club's youth system, Brown believes Poise's record-breaking goal while on international duty highlighted that he will prove to be a shrewd investment by Chelsea. The respected journalist feels the youngster has a bright future ahead of him if he is able to continue developing in the years to come, Brown told GiveMeSport. It's rare for anyone to go into their national team and score at 16. He took his goal awfully well, as well. I think that there are signs that he is a player who could go on to some really great things. It's another deal that Chelsea got in early on and were able to do. The guy has huge potential and great promise. If he lives up to that potential at Chelsea, I think he is going to have a great career. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.